Greetings. Thanks for joining us today on White Coat Wednesday. I'm your host, Chris Chow. I'm a fourth-year medical student here at the University of Queensland Auctioneer Clinical School. And today, I'm joined by a fellow fourth-year medical student, Mr. Joseph Queen, soon to be Dr. Joseph Queen. Joey is originally from Detroit, Michigan. He received his undergraduate degree from the University of Michigan. He continued his education and received an MBA from Case Western Reserve University. And now he's here at the University of Queensland. He's interested in anesthesiology and will be applying for residency in 2022. Welcome to the White Coat Wednesday, Joey.
And thank you for having me on the White Coat Wednesday episode.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your interest in what brought you here to the University of Queensland Auctioneer?
Sure. Yeah, so I have many reasons for choosing the University of Queensland, but I think the three main reasons that really sold it for me was, number one, the reputation. The University of Queensland is consistently ranked in the top 50 worldwide. They are globally recognized as a powerhouse in scientific and medical research. And I really wanted to be a part of that environment and a part of the people who were able to teach me how to do that research. Number two, I would say, is the partnership with Auctioneer Health Systems. It's a very unique program in that, you get to travel, you get to go see this new healthcare system, and then you come back here and you train with U.S. physicians and teach you how to be a U.S. doctor. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. And number three, I'll say, is the experience. I wanted to look back on my life and say, I did something that not a lot of people did. And going to Australia is definitely one of those things. So, yeah.
Why did you choose anesthesia of all the different medical specialties?
So, I'm kind of rare in that I knew exactly what I wanted to do when I came into medical school. I'm a first-generation college graduate. I had the opportunity to shadow an anesthesiologist before medical school. And I really fell in love with the field and the vast array of things you can do as an anesthesiologist. And when I got into medical school, it just really solidified that. And I really wanted a career that let me interact with patients when I wanted to. It let me be involved in all aspects of care, and it let me do procedures when I wanted to. So that was really important to me.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. So can you tell us about the Anesthesia Interest Group? What kinds of activities do you guys do?
Yeah, so like I said, we're very active. We've hosted over 12 different events this year alone. A lot of them are simulations that focus on training medical students for procedures that they are going to be responsible for doing in a few short years. And, for example, we were able to host a augmented reality lumbar puncture simulation for the first time ever this year. It allowed our students to be able to learn how to do a lumbar puncture in a safe environment. And among other things, we've done difficult airway management, we've done ultrasound workshops. We also do a lot of career development. So we will sit down with the anesthesia department and really get an idea of what these physicians are going through on a day-to-day basis and what they valued and made them go into the field. So, we have a monthly series where we look at different specializations of anesthesia and really try to get our members involved in that. And it's a great networking opportunity, I think.
That's awesome. It sounds like there's a ton of opportunities for student development. Do you guys do any community outreach?
That's a great question, Chris. Yeah, we actually do. This year alone, we've raised over $1,000 for a charity called Hope for the Warriors. It's a nonprofit, and it gives 90.1% of donations directly to post 9/11 combat veterans and their families. We've also hosted another fundraiser where we partnered with some other student interest groups, the Pediatric Interest Group, where we raised over $500 for the Camp Challenge, and that is an organization that really helps out.
So I also hear that you all are all also very involved with the anesthesia political movement. Can you elaborate a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that's right. So every subspecialty or field has an organization who represents that. So we have the American Society of Anesthesiologists, and in our state component is the Louisiana Society of Anesthesiologists. And my interest group works extensively with the president of the Louisiana Society of Anesthesiologists, who actually works here at Auctioneer. So we get a lot of FaceTime with the department. We get a lot of networking opportunities that not a lot of other people get. So We've marched on the Capitol in Baton Rouge. We've pushed for political initiatives that pertain to anesthesiologists and really got active this year. So
Yeah, that's awesome, because
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of legislation issues regarding anesthesia
that's right, Chris.
very hotbed of discussion right now.
That's right.
So glad to hear that the Oxford Anesthesia Interest Group is part of that. Would you like to give any closing statements for future or prospective students?
I would say that, it's, if you're on the fence about it, just do it. I would say my only regret was not doing it sooner. So my advice is just, give it your all once you get in and really make it what you want it to be. And you can get anything you want out of this if you really put the effort into it.
Great. Thanks a lot, Joey.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
So thanks for joining us today on this episode of White Coat Wednesday, featuring Joseph Queen from the Anesthesia Interest Group. We hope you join us next Wednesday for more interviews with UQ Auctioner students and alumni.